The Board of Education at the St. Joseph School District with a new plan in place for district-wide masking, based around the number of positives and quarantine cases by school. KQ2's Madeline McLean sharing the plan's details and how it will work.
The St. Joseph School Board, including President Tammy Pasley, voted 5-2 for a new district-wide masking policy.
I like this plan because it is a compromise, which is manageable and reasonable.
Masks will now be required within a school if the quarantine and positive case rate in the building hits 7%. Once a school is below 7% for 2 consecutive weeks, the building can again go maskless.
This was a compromise to be able to, number one, not shut down the whole district or mask the whole district, but to be able to do it by building.
A committee of district staff, teachers, and board members came up with a plan and put it to the board.
The people who really want our students to be masked can be masked, but it also helps those in our community who do not want students to be masked to not be masked. This all comes down to keeping our students in schools.
J. Eric Simmons is the president of a local teachers association, St. Joseph NEA, and a member of the committee. He says this metric makes the district's mask policy more consistent and predictable.
It makes it easier for our staff and for our community and our families to know what to expect.
Also coming out of the meeting, something positive for parents who are frustrated by the number of kids required to quarantine. They've got something to look forward to. The district is quickly developing a new test to stay plan.
Right now, a student is quarantined for up to 5 days. If they're symptom-free for 5 days, they can come back on day 7. But with the test to stay, they could test, as Dr. Green mentioned, within a few hours we have the results of those tests, and then the number of kids quarantined will decrease immensely.
But in the meantime,
the decision by the board tonight is definitely a great thing to have in place until we have the ability to do the test to stay option. The test to stay option is going to be amazing for our district. That is going to help to really fill that gap that we have currently between the masking and keeping kids in school from quarantine.
Reporting in St. Joseph, Madeline McLean, KQ2 News.
The Savannah School District put out a similar plan in place before their semester began. However, their public schools use 8% as the level before determining if masks should be used.